Hey,
Innos be with you. What can I do for you, Wanderer?
where will this path take me?
The path leads to the monastery of the Magicians of Fire. However, access is permitted only to the servants of Innos. If you want to be accepted as a novice in the monastery, you must bring a sheep and
1,000 gold pieces.
What are you doing here?
I am a magician of fire, a priest of our god, Innos. This shrine is consecrated to him, the highest god, the creator of the fire and lord of justice. People come to me in order to pray to Innos and be blessed. And for a small donation, you can get many useful things from me.
Show me your wares. Bless me.
I bless you in the name of Innos. May the Lord's fire burn in your heart and give you the strength to act according to his justice. May Innos watch over you always.
Welcome to the Monastery of Innos, stranger. I am Brother Pedro, a humble servant of Innos and the warder of the gate to the holy monastery. What is it you require?
Tell me about life in the monastery.
We live in the monastery in order to serve Innos. We novices perform the work and study the scriptures when we have the opportunity. The magicians watch over us, and they explore the arts of magic.
I want to enter the monastery.
Only the servants of Innos are allowed to enter the monastery. If you want to pray to Innos, go find one of the roadside shrines. You will find the tranquility to pray there.
What do I have to do to be accepted in the monastery?
If you want to be accepted into the Brotherhood of Innos, you must learn and obey the rules of the monastery. Also, we demand the gifts to Innos from each new novice: a sheep and 1,000 gold pieces.
That's a whole lot of gold.
It is a sign that you are beginning a new life as a servant of Innos. When you are accepted, you will be forgiven all your previous transgressions. And consider, you cannot take back the decision to become a servant of Innos.
What are the rules you live by?
Innos is the god of truth and justice, and thus we may never lie or commit a crime. Should you transgress against a brother of the community or steal our property, you will pay a penalty for it. Innos is also the god of law and fire. As a novice, you must show obedience and respect to all magicians of fire.
I see.
Furthermore, it is the duty of a novice to carry out all the work in the monastery for the good of the community. If you are prepared to follow these rules and have the offering to Innos, we are willing to accept you into our monastery as a novice.
I've got this statuette here. I think they're missing it in the monastery. Can I come in now?
Well, under these truly exceptional circumstances, you are free to become a novice.
I want to become a novice.
Is that really what you wish to do? For you must know that there will be no turning back for you then.
Yes, I want to dedicate my life to the service of Innos.
Then be welcome, brother. I give to you the key to the monastery gate. As a sign of your free decision, it is up to you to open the gate and step through. You are now a novice. Wear this robe as a sign that you are now a member of this brotherhood. When you are in the monastery, go to Parlan. He'll see to your needs from now on.
Will my transgressions be forgiven now?
Not yet. Speak to Master Parlan. He will bless you and wash you clean of your sins.
Only Innos decides what's right or wrong. Better watch out when you tell that to. No idea. You already know what I think. I couldn't get away with that. You already know what I think.
Welcome, new novice. I am Parlan,
I am...
As if I don't
a
have
novice.
enough problems.
It is not important who you were before.
It happens sooner or later.
Now you are a servant of Innos.
That's nothing new.
That is all that matters. And with the acceptance into the Brotherhood of Fire, all of your previous transgressions
better
will be
watch out when you
forgiven.
tell
May
that to.
Innos bless this man who places his
Don't have to
life
tell me
in his
that.
service and wash away his
That's
sins.
totally obvious.
And now?
First, you will fulfill the duties of a
I could
novice.
tell you.
You will work and serve the
never
Brotherhood.
gonna change
You can
that.
give your gold to Gorax, our steward. You will
staying
find
out of
him in the winery. When you have done that, we shall speak
haven't
about
I
your
heard
work
about
here in the monastery.
The things I could tell you. As if I don't have enough problems. That was no big deal. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Can I be of assistance to you?
Here, I've got the statuette that Daron was supposed to bring to the monastery.
It is truly embarrassing that such a valuable piece is brought to us by an aspiring novice. Nevertheless, this confirms your commitment to serve Innos. I'm very obliged to you, young novice.
That isn't true. I never would have thought. The things I could tell you. I never would have thought.
How can I serve the community?
Speak to the other magicians.
That isn't true.
They will give you tasks. I will oversee your work,
So it
and when
says
you
in
have
the
fulfilled your
scriptures.
duties adequately, you will receive permission to
Only
enter the
Innos
library
decides what's
to
right or
study
wrong.
the word of Innos.
You should have known better. I couldn't care less.
Do you have an assignment for me?
There have been all kinds
Yes,
of rumors.
there is indeed something you can do for the community. The novices' chambers could do with a good sweeping. Take care of that.
But that will take
Can't
forever.
go on like
Then
this
you'd better
forever.
start right away, hadn't you?
It had to happen sooner or later. There have been all kinds of rumors. I couldn't care less. No one must violate the divine order. No idea. You tell me. Those are all just rumors. I'm staying out of it.
What's your job here?
I prepare the paladins for their fight against evil.
Only Innos decides what's right or wrong.
What is evil?
He ever asks
Evil is everywhere. It is the power of Beliar, the eternal adversary of Innos. It is the all-encompassing blackness which seems to blot out the light of Innos forever. Beliar is the lord of darkness, of hate, and of destruction. Only those among us in whose hearts burns the holy fire of Innos will bear the radiant light of Innos into the world and banish the darkness.
All over again. You can't go on like this forever.
But there are only magicians and novices living in the monastery.
That is correct, in contrast to our community which honors the word of Innos. The paladins honor the great deeds of our Lord above all else.
Go on like this forever.
We are the representatives of Innos, but the paladins are his warriors, who go into battle in his name and increase his glory.
I used to say that myself.
Is there anything I can do for you, Master?
For me, no. I do not require your help. Pray rather for the well-being of the warriors of Innos, who have gone to the Valley of Mines.
That was no big deal.
Is there anything you can teach me?
I am an expert in the magic of ice and the magic of thunder. I can teach you their power. However, I only instruct magicians.
It had to happen sooner or later.
What is evil?
Evil is everywhere. It is the power of Beliar, the eternal adversary of Innos. It is the all-encompassing blackness which seems to blot out the light of Innos forever. Beliar is the lord of darkness, of hate, and of destruction. Only those among us in whose hearts burns the holy fire of Innos will bear the radiant light of Innos into the world and banish the darkness.
I used to say that myself.
Do you really think?
You have prayed for my brethren. I want to thank you for that. Tell me what I can do for you.
Let me share your fighting experience.
When you fight, always make sure that no one can attack you from behind.
What are you doing here?
I am praying to Innos that he strengthen my arm and my will. Thus I am armed against all dangers and shall destroy all his enemies in order to do him honor.
What enemies?
All those who oppose the will of Innos, whether they be human-born or summoned creature.
I need access to the library.
Well, I cannot grant you access. For that, you must first fulfill your tasks. But I can help you. Go to Master Iskoroth and talk to him. I have heard that he needs help, and I would go to him, but I pass this task on to you. May Innos illuminate your path.
Could have told you that before.
No idea. You tell me.
As if I don't have enough problems.
That was no big.
Do you have an assignment for me?
You novices have worked hard lately, and those who work a lot shall eat a lot too. I'm giving you a key to the larder. You'll find some mutton sausages there. Distribute them among the novices, but fairly. Once you've done that, you can come see me again.
I'm looking for a place to sleep.
There's an empty bed right next door. The first on the right, next to the entrance. You can sleep there. You can store your belongings in one of the unused chests. And remember, you have no business entering the sleeping chambers of the magicians. You're also not allowed to enter the library unless you've been given permission.
What's your task here?
My tasks are many and varied. Not only am I the steward, but I am also the treasurer. Moreover, I supervise the wine cellar, and I'm in control of the monastery's food supplies. So, if there's anything you need, you can always come to me and get it. For a modest contribution, that is.
I need a few things. I'll never get this open without the right key. Would you like a sausage?
Sure, give it here. A sausage like this is not to be sneezed at.
How about a delicious mutton sausage?
I wouldn't say no to that. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
Hello. You're also new here, aren't you?
Yes. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 4 weeks. Have you already been given a fighting staff?
Not so far.
Then take this one. We novices all carry a staff as a sign of our ability to defend ourselves. Can you fight?
Well, I've wielded a weapon or two.
If you want, I can teach you something. However, I have a request.
What request would that be?
Well, one of the paladins, Sergio, is in the monastery at the moment. If you can persuade him to go through a few exercises with me, then I'll train you.
I shall see what can be done. How's life here in the monastery?
I don't mean to complain, but I never thought that it would be so strict here. If you don't stick to the rules, they punish you. Of course, a lot of novices want to study the teaching of Innos in the library, so they can be prepared if they're chosen. But I think the best preparation for the test of magic is fulfilling our own tasks.
What's the deal with the Chosen and that test?
Talk to Brother Igaraz. He knows a lot about that. That's totally obvious.
Here, have a sausage.
Oh, mutton sausage is great. They taste the best. Come on, give me another sausage.
Then I won't have enough left for the others.
You have one sausage too many anyway, namely the one for you. And what's a sausage among friends? Come on, I'll give you a fire arrow spell scroll for it.
All right, here, take another.
All right, here's your spell scroll.
I'm supposed to sweep the novices' chambers.
You've saddled yourself with a lot of work there. You know what? I'll help you. You'll never finish that alone. But I really need a Fist of Wind spell scroll. You know, I got lucky and was allowed to read a book about it. And now, naturally, I want to try the spell. So get me the spell scroll and I'll help you.
Things I could tell you.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey, you!
That was no big
What
deal.
do you want?
As if I don't have enough problems.
That will never change.
What are you doing here?
I have transgressed against the precepts of the community. Now I'm waiting for the decision of the High
Innos
Council,
deals out fair
whether
punishment.
I may remain in the monastery.
That's nothing new.
He thinks it's
Tell me
easy.
what happened.
I took a book from the rooms of the magicians while I was sweeping, so I could read it later. Master Highglass noticed it immediately, of course, and asked me
No one
about
must
the book.
violate the
Out
divine
of
order.
fear of being punished, I lied
Really
about
should
it.
have known better.
But he caught me later when I was in my chamber with
No
the
one
book.
must violate
He
the
was
divine
really
order.
angry and informed the High Council.
It was his
Now they are
decision.
discussing whether I can stay.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Is there any way I can help
His
you?
decision, wasn't
No. I've been delivered up to the mercy of Innos and the magicians.
it? That will never change.
I'm busy distributing sausages.
Thanks.
That's totally obvious.
Hopefully that won't be the last sausage I get around
Got
here.
no time for things like that.
As if I don't have enough problems.
Innos deals out fair punishment.
What do you want?
You don't have to ask me that.
I couldn't get away
I'm new
with that.
here.
So I see. If you still don't have any work, talk to Parlin. He'll assign you some.
Same old thing all over again.
Anything's possible.
What are you planting here?
Fair
We're trying to grow healing plants that Master Neoras can
If I
use to
don't have
brew
enough
potions.
Nobody wants to know.
Here, I've got a mutton sausage for you.
Sheep sausage, sheep cheese, sheep milker. It's getting so I can't stand the sight of it.
Never change.
So, do you want the sausage or not?
Oh, give it here
Should've
already.
known better.
The path of virtue is long, rocky.
That's nothing new.
Hey,
Decision, wasn't it?
As if I don't
how
have
about a
enough
delicious mutton sausage?
I wouldn't say no to that. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
problems. Why haven't I heard
Nobody wants to know.
Hey, you! Here, have a sausage, brother.
Good of you to think of me. Usually, I am forgotten. You could let me have another sausage.
Forget it. I won't have enough then.
Hey, one sausage. Nobody will notice that. You'll get something for it. I know a place where some fire nettles grow. If you take them to Neras, he'll surely give you the key to the library. What do you say?
No, forget it.
You want to get in with Gorax, huh? It's always the same with the new novices.
Path of virtue is long, rocky.
Hello. You must be the new guy. I'm Opolis. I take care of the sheep
There's
around
more,
here.
believe me.
Could have told you that before.
How long have you been in the monastery?
I've been here 3 years, but so far I haven't studied, although I'd like to.
Why not?
My job is looking after the sheep, not studying the scriptures. As long as Master Parlin doesn't release me from this duty, I'm not allowed to study in the library.
You don't have to ask me that.
I've got this mutton sausage here.
Oh man, fantastic. Finally another delicious mutton sausage.
Can't rely on that.
You don't have to ask me that.
Is there anything you can teach me?
Sure, I used to beat up people. I can show you how to strengthen your arms. But I'd like to learn something about potions, especially about magic potions.
How can I help you with that?
Well, if you work for Neras, you'll certainly have an opportunity to borrow one of his recipes for a short time. If you bring it to me so that I can take a look at it, I'll train you.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
How shall I act here in the monastery?
Never lie to a magician. Don't transgress against a brother of the community. Respect the property of the community. If you violate these rules, you have to pay a penalty to Master Parlin. Apart from that, I can only advise you to be careful around Aegon. If you don't watch out, you'll end up like Babo.
That's no secret.
Who are Aegon and Babo?
Aegon takes care of the herb garden. He's also a novice, but he acts like he was the chosen one himself. Babo came to the monastery shortly before you. At first he helped Aegon in the herb garden. But they must have had a fight, and Babo has been sweeping the courtyard ever since.
Do you know what happened?
Not exactly. You'll have to ask them. But Aegon's word has more weight than that of the other novices because he's the governor's nephew.
So it says in the scriptures.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
I've got the recipe you wanted.
Good. Then let me read it. Yes, I see. Well.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
That was
Good.
no big
Thanks a
deal.
lot. If you want, you can train with me.
As if I don't have enough problems.
That's no secret.
You can't go on like this forever.
What can I do for you, brother?
I'm busy distributing sausages.
So you work for Gorax, huh? All right. Pass the sausage, then.
Why aren't you working?
I am permitted to study the teachings of Innos. I seek wisdom in his words. One day, he would choose me. And then, I shall take the test of magic and enter the Circle of Fire.
Who are the chosen?
The novices whom Innos has ordained to take the test of magic. He who passes it is accepted into the ranks of the Magicians of Fire.
How can I be chosen?
You have no influence on that. Innos alone chooses his novices, and the High Council announces his will.
What is the test of magic?
A test which is announced by the High Council to all chosen novices. It is an assignment in which faith and cleverness are put to the test. All the chosen novices take part, but it is only possible for one of them to complete it successfully.
How can I study the scriptures?
You must gain access to the library. However, Master Parlin will only give you the key if you have first finished your duties.
Who are the chosen?
The novices whom Innos has ordained to take he who passed.
Would you like a sausage?
Sure, give it here. A sausage like this is not to be sneezed at.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Sure, I'll help. We novices have to stick together. One hand washes the other. I just need 50 gold pieces because I still have to pay Parlan.
All right, I'll pay.
Good, then I'll get started.
Hey! How about a delicious mutton sausage?
I wouldn't say no to that. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Oh dear. You just got here and you let them make you do the sweeping already? Console yourself. It was exactly the same with me when I first got here. And that's why I'm going to help you. It would be ridiculous if we couldn't handle it.
Would you like a sausage?
Sure, give it here. A sausage like this is not to be sneezed at.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Am I the only one helping you?
No, I've already got some help.
Then I'm in.
Hey!
What's wrong? Why are you bothering me? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an extremely complicated experiment?
I didn't mean to disturb you.
You already have. Well, what do you want?
Have you got work for me?
Yes, I need plants for my experiments. We raise plants ourselves, but we're all out of fire nettles. 7 blossoms should do. Bring me those. Oh, something else. I'm missing a recipe for creating magic potions. If you find it, I would be very grateful.
I've got some fire nettles for you.
Excellent. I can work with that. Take this Fist of Wind spell scroll for your help.
About your recipe, I found it.
Good. I was afraid it was lost for good. Here, take this magic potion as a sign of my gratitude.
Can I learn from you?
I do not instruct novices. If someday you are accepted into the Circle of Fire, then I can show you how to create powerful potions.
You are not permitted to go further. Turn back.
Innos be with you. I've never seen you before. You are new around here.
Yes, I only just joined.
In that case, I hope you get settled here fast. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Would you like a sausage?
Ah, delicious that. Thank you so much, brother.
What room is this?
This is where they keep the holy relics of the monastery.
What relics?
Here rests the Hammer of Innos, along with the Shield of Fire. These are the most important relics of Church of Innos, outside the capital of the realm.
Is the Eye of Innos kept here too?
Of course not. What a strange idea. Nobody knows where that divine artifact is to be found.
What are you doing here?
I am the guardian of the sacred artifacts.
Don't you ever sleep?
What an unusual notion. Of course I don't ever sleep. Innos himself grants me the power which allows me to forego sleep altogether. For how else could I fulfill the sacred duties of guardianship?
Do you really never sleep?
No. If a guardian falls asleep, he has failed. But I shall not fail, for Innos gives me the strength and endurance, and I shall never tire.
Tell me about the hammer.
This is the sacred hammer of Innos. With this hammer, Saint Robar slew the stone sentinel. The Holy Scriptures say that the stone sentinel was invulnerable. He stood in battle like a tower, and the weapons of his enemies were smashed on his skin of stone. With the name of Innos on his lips, Robar hurled himself at the monster and crushed it with one mighty blow of his hammer.
I've distributed the sausages.
And you have done so fairly. Take these spell scrolls of healing and go back to your work.
Do you have another assignment for me?
Yes. As you know, we make an excellent wine here, and we sell it too. Orlan, the landlord of the inn, the Dead Harpy, has ordered a shipment. We've agreed to 240 gold pieces for the bottles. Bring him these bottles, but don't let him shortchange you.
I need a few things. What happened between you and Aegon?
Oh, we had a disagreement about how to take care of fire nettles. Aegon had watered them so much that the plants almost had root rot already. Once the roots were completely rotten, he blamed me for it. They've made me sweep the courtyard all day ever since.
Why did Aegon do that?
You'll have to ask him that. I think he just can't stand it when someone is better than he is.
You seem to know a thing or two about plants.
We had an herb garden where I learned a few tricks from my grandpa. I'd really prefer to work in the garden again.
About the spell scroll.
Do you have a Fist of Wind spell for me?
Here's the spell scroll you wanted.
That's good. Then I'll help you clean the chambers.
Hey, you! Sergio sent me. I've taken over his task. So what is it?
A dark wolf has been roaming the area recently. Track it down and kill it. May Innos watch over you always.
I'm bringing the wine from the monastery.
Excellent. That's what I've been waiting for. I've already agreed on the price with Master Gorax. I'll give you the 100 gold coins straight away.
Are you trying to pull a fast one? The price is 240 gold coins.
So, Gorax warned you, did he? All right. Well, maybe the two of us can do a bit of business. Look, I'll give you 100 gold pieces for the wine. You tell Gorax that I pulled the wool over your eyes, and you'll get 4 spell scrolls from me.
What kind of spell scrolls are they?
No idea. I don't know anything about that. They're from a guest who, forgot them here. Yeah.
Hey, just give me the 240 gold coins.
You don't want to do business, huh? All right. Here's the gold.
That's all just gossip. That will never change.
Hey! I've killed the wolf.
Good work, novice. You are a brave man. But now return to the monastery and go about your duties.
I need a few things. I went to see Orlan.
And? Did you get the 240 gold coins?
I've got the gold.
Excellent. You're really useful. Take this spell scroll of healing as a reward. Now go and find yourself something else to do.
About the novices' chambers.
You actually managed to find 4 novices to help you. I think they can now return to their daily work. Well done, novice. You have accomplished the task I set you.
Can I have access to the library?
You have obtained fire nettles for Brother Neras. You have found Brother Neras' recipe. You have vanquished the Black Wolf, which threatened the shrine. You have succeeded in finding 4 novices, and thus cleaned the chambers. You have distributed the food to the novices fairly, as Brother Gorax instructed you. You have sold the wine to Gorax's satisfaction. Yes, you have worked enough. Now it is time for you to study the teachings of Innos. Speak to Master Highglass in the library. I hereby give you the key.
I couldn't get away with that.
Who told you that?
It was his decision, wasn't it?
You can't go on like this forever.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Hey!
I am Master Highglass, guardian of the fire and keeper of the knowledge. So Master Parlin has given you permission to study the scriptures. Then it's up to you now to do exactly that. Study, so that you may find enlightenment in the scriptures.
What are you studying, Master?
My research focuses on fire, the power of Innos. It is his gift and at the same time a mighty weapon, and I create runes which contain his power.
Very enlightening. Can you teach me that?
It is Innos who grants the magic. Only to his servants, the magicians of fire, is it given to learn how to wield this power.
Hey!
What can I do for you, novice?
I've come to read the scriptures.
I understand. If you can ever make some time between your tedious studies, come to me. There is yet another matter for which I could use a discreet novice.
You have an assignment for me?
Yes. It's about this crazy Ignaz. He lives in Corinus and experiments with various potions and healing drafts, but also magic spells. And that's exactly what worries me. I ask myself if his magic is pleasing to Innos. In order to test this, I need some of his spell scrolls. I want you to go into the city and obtain 3 of his spell scrolls for me, but not a word to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure.
Here are 150 gold pieces. That should cover your expenses.
Here are the spell scrolls you wanted.
Well done, my young friend. But now, it is time that you devote yourself to your studies, and take this spell scroll as a reward.
What exactly is your job?
It is my responsibility to train mages in the art of spherical manifestation.
What does that mean?
Well, I teach them how to summon creatures or beings from other states or spheres. This is usually called summoning, although this expression alone is insufficient for the art of calling a servant. Furthermore, I own some interesting spell scrolls which Gorax does not have. But I only make them available to members of the Order.
Said.
He thinks it's as easy
Hey.
as that.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
About the library.
You lucky duck. You got the key to the library, even though you've only been here for a short while. Use your chance and study the old scriptures.
That's no secret.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I'm staying out of it.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
For Innos.
I want to undergo the test of fire.
What? Are you really serious?
I insist.
You are an exceptional novice. All right, if you are serious, then speak to Master Pyrogar.
I must talk to the paladins. It's urgent.
And are you going to tell us why you want to talk to them?
I've got an important message for them.
What message would that be?
An army of evil is assembling in the Valley of Mines, led by the dragons. We must stop them as long as we still can.
We shall ponder on your words, novice. When the time has come, we shall let you know what our council decided. In the meantime, you had better see to your duties as a novice.
I want to undergo the test of fire.
So you know about? You want to pass the test of fire?
Yes, I refer to the law of fire, which says...
We know the law of the fire. We have also seen many novices die during the test. You ought to reconsider this decision.
Yes, I have. I want the test, and I am going to pass it.
If you absolutely insist, then the High Council will put you to the test.
I insist on being given the test of fire.
In that case, so be it. When you're ready, each magician from the High Council will give you a mission which you have to fulfill. May Enos have mercy on your soul.
I am ready to face your test, Master.
And only Enos alone knows whether you are going to pass it. You shall be put to the same test which is given to the chosen novices, the test of magic. You probably know that only one of the novices can pass the test.
I see. Who are my competitors then?
Enos, in his wisdom, has chosen 3 novices who are also going to be put through this test. Aegon, Igaraz, and Ulf. They have already started the search. But enough of that. Hear the words of the test. Follow the signs of Enos, and bring us what the believer finds behind the path. You are going to need this key. That is all we have to say to you.
I'm ready to face your test, Master.
So, you want to put yourself to the test? Only a courageous novice demands the test. But courage is not all that you need. Are you clever enough to pass the test? Are you strong enough to meet the dangers that await you? If not, you will pay for it with your life. And now hear your test. In the place of stones, seek the one who's never born. Find him who once was summoned. Overcome the one who cannot be overcome. Measure yourself against the living rock. Fight with the undying stone and destroy it.
Living rock? What kind of a creature would that be?
I have told you everything. Or do you find this test too difficult? Now you will learn what it means to take the test of fire. I will answer no more of your questions.
I'm ready to face your test, Master.
I'm not surprised that you know the old law, but I suspect that you do not realize what risk you are taking. Bear in mind that an impatient spirit will not withstand the test of fire. It has been a long time since anyone took this test, and there is only one man who ever survived it and passed. A young, ambitious novice, then. He has long since found his place in the High Council. I speak of Serpentis.
He won't be the only one who ever passed that test for much longer.
Then I shall not keep you waiting any longer. Hear my test for you. Create a fire arrow rune. That is all. May Enos help you.
Hey, have you really demanded the test of fire?
Yes, and I intend to pass it.
Good. Maybe I can help you with it. I can give you a very useful spell scroll. A sleep spell. Interested?
What can I do with it?
With this spell, you can put people into a magic sleep for a short time, but only if their will is weaker than yours. That could be very useful if someone is standing in your way.
And how do I know whether the other person has a weaker will?
You needn't bother trying it with the magicians, but you could put most of the novices to sleep.
What do you want for it?
Every magician who is accepted gets one wish. And if you really pass the test of fire, then you could fix it so that I can stay in the monastery.
All right, give me the spell scroll.
Good luck in your test. May Innes help you.
I always act in the name of Innos.
That's really not my problem.
Those are all just rumors.
there you are, finally. I've been waiting for you.
What happened?
The drinking contest is finally over.
Who won?
This time, Randolph has won. Rookar must have been having a bad day. So, well, I hope that was the last time. I don't want that kind of to-do in my house ever again, remember that.
Wait a minute.
Hangover?
No, I feel fine, really. It finally worked this time. Thanks again for your money. Here, take it back. Looks like Rookar won't be getting up anytime soon.
You seem to have bitten off more than you can chew.
Here's your money, and not one word more.
It has happened. Enos has chosen me, and I shall take part in the test of magic.
I'm in it too. I demanded the test of fire.
You did what? So either you are a favorite of Enos, or completely crazy.
I've already done a lot of crazy things, so I'm positive I can pull this off too.
Enos holds his hand over me. Therefore, I shall pass this test.
Have you seen Aegon or Ulf?
We split up at the inn. I went to the farms, and those two set out together. But where to? I don't know.
And? Found out anything yet?
Since you stand no chance anyway, I may as well tell you. Don't bother looking near the farms. There is nothing there that will get you anywhere.
Maybe we could work together.
Forget it. I'll accomplish this mission alone. You would just be a hindrance to me.
Do you know anything about a living rock?
No. Did Serpentes give you this test?
Yes. Why?
I think I can imagine what he means. You wouldn't be the first person to fail this test.
Where exactly can I find this living rock?
Just keep following this path. After quite a while, you'll come to a river. Just continue to follow the path up the mountain. It's got to be up there someplace. When you come to a bridge, you've gone too far. If you get that far in the first place. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's supposed to be your test after all.
Hey, do you know what happened?
You've been chosen.
Right. Just as I was about to have a cool sip of beer, Darren comes around the corner and tells me I've been chosen. Who would have thought? The will of Innos is unfathomable. What brings you here?
I've demanded the test of fire.
It's not possible. Boy, you are damn brave. Does that mean you will also seek that which the believer finds behind the path?
Looks like it. Have you found out anything yet?
Well, I just followed Aegon, but in the meantime I lost him. And now, what do they say? Follow the signs of Innos. But I don't understand that bit with the path. So what? I'll keep searching. One less monster around.
Hey, are you following me?
Nonsense. I just happen to be going in the same direction as you.
Stop running after me.
I'm not following you, but please, if that's what you think, then I'll take a different path now.
Nothing to be had there.
You found the hiding place before me. That cannot be! That must not be. I shall not permit it. They won't even find your corpse.
Nothing there.
So, we meet again. I've been thinking, you know. I believe that the desire to be a magician is strong in me.
Oh man, don't do that.
I have no choice. A novice's life is not for me. I just have to be a magician, then everything will go well with me. And now I shall take what I'm entitled to. Do you have any last words?
Cut it out. I don't want to kill you.
Big talk. But you know you don't have a chance against me. Let's go.
Nothing to plunder. Hey, you!
Just you wait, you son of a bitch!
Who told you that?
I found the runestone.
You did it? You followed the signs and discovered the hidden portal?
And I defeated all those monsters who had already marked me down as a snack.
And the other novices then? What about Aegon? Did they not succeed before you?
They have failed. I suppose they weren't destined to pass the test.
Well, then we declare that you have passed this test, and the runestone shall be yours to keep.
I have defeated the golem.
What? You have actually done it? But without the Hammer of Innos, you would never have been able to destroy the golem. Nevertheless, I must admit that you have fulfilled the task I have given you, and I had best take the hammer myself.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
Dismissed. You know what you have to do.
You know your task. Attend to it.
Nobody ever asks me. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey! I have demanded the test of fire. Ulthar gave me the task to create a fire arrow rune.
Now you want me to teach you the formula?
I don't know how else I could do it.
All right, I'll teach you the formula. But first you need to find all the necessary ingredients.
What ingredients do I need for a fire arrow rune?
Read up on it. It's right there in the books.
Hey, you! Teach me to create the Fire Arrow Rune.
In order to create a Fire Arrow Rune, you'll need to join the sulfur with the rune stone at the rune table. The power of the Fire Arrow spell scroll will flow into the rune, and you will possess a tool of Enos. So, once you have all the raw materials, walk over to the rune table and create your rune.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I have created the rune.
Well done, novice. You shall keep this, your first rune. Once you have reached the first circle of fire, you will be able to use it. You will fulfill this test to my satisfaction.
Any news?
No, nothing which you do not already know, brother.
Will I be accepted into the Magician's Guild now?
You did it. You have passed the test of fire. We were certain all along that you would succeed in doing this. Just as certain as we are that you will continue to give your best to become a worthy servant of Enos. So, if you are ready to swear the Oath of Fire, you shall be accepted into our ranks as a magician.
I am ready to step into the Circle of Fire.
Right. Then swear the sacred Oath of Fire. Do you swear before Lord Enos the Almighty, his servants and the Holy Flame, that henceforth and forever your very life shall be united with the fire, until your body and soul find rest in its sacred halls and the flame of your life dies away?
I swear.
By speaking the words of the oath, you have entered the pact with the fire. Wear this robe as a token of the eternal bond. Now that you have been accepted into our ranks, you can talk to Lord Hagen, the High Commander of the Paladins. We are also very interested to hear how he assesses the situation. So, you are free now to go to Khorinis. We expect you to bring us his answer immediately.
What can I learn now?
First of all, you are now entitled to learn about the circles of magic. They will give you the power to use the runes. The higher you rise through the 6 circles of magic, the stronger the spells become that you can work. You can learn the formulas from the brothers in the monastery. Each of them has specialized in a certain area which he will teach you. Karas, for example, is a master of invocation and summoning. And Hyglas will teach you the magic of fire. Nobody knows more about the powers of ice and thunder than Marduk. Parlin can teach you various other incantations, and he will initiate you into the first circles. But each of them will only teach you the formula. The runes you will have to create for yourself.
I'd like to express a wish.
After he has been accepted, each magician has the right to his first act. So, what will your first act as a magician be,
Let the novice Darian stay in the monastery.
So be it. The novice will be allowed to remain in the monastery, and he will fill the position of gardener, which is now vacant.
Some citizens of Khorinis have mysteriously disappeared.
Take your tribute to Gorax at the monastery at once. He will handle it further.
The same is true for the investigation of the unusual earthquakes in the northeastern regions of Khorinis. So far, I have not received notice that our intervention would be required. Therefore, we are not going to take any steps in this matter.
Yes, but...
No buts. We shall proceed as we see fit, and I hope even you are going to respect that.
You have sworn your oath, brother. Welcome to our ranks. I will instruct you in the circles of magic when you have enough experience. Take this runestone as a token that the power now lies in your hands.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
I'm looking for the Eye of Innos.
I don't know who told you about that, but the divine artifact is not accessible to anyone.
Where is the Eye of Innos kept?
The fewer people know this secret, the better it is protected. Seek for it, and you will not find it.
Tell me about the Eye of Innos.
All right. The Eye of Innos contains a part of the divine power of Innos. Only one chosen servant of Innos is permitted to bear the amulet. It was created to protect us from the powers of evil when the time comes.
Change that. You should have known better.
Teach me the first circle of magic.
The first circle of magic allows you to use the runes which you have created. You can now learn the formulas of the spells to create your own runes. Each of us specializes in an area of magic. So consider well what sort of magic yours shall be.
You already know what I think.
Teach me.
Do you really think? I never would have thought. I never would have thought. That's just what I said. As if I don't have enough problems. That's totally obvious. You can't go on like this forever.
Thanks! You saved me! Oh, forgive me, Master. I didn't mean to impose. I thank you for being allowed to stay in the monastery. My life will be different from now on.
I never would have thought.
I need a new place to sleep.
There's a free chamber on the right here. Take the key. You'll find everything you need there.
I need a few things.
for Enos.
May Enos
Could have told you that before.
Will it ever change?
You better watch out who you tell that to.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Can you go through a few exercises with Babo?
Why doesn't he ask me himself?
I think he's shy.
I see. Good. If it means so much to him, I shall train with him every morning for 2 hours. We begin at 5 o'clock. Tell him that. May Enos illuminate your path.
I agree with you completely. Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
That's just what I said.
I talked to Sergio. He's going to train with you every morning for 2 hours starting at 5 o'clock.
Thanks. What an honor for me. If you want, I'll also show you the secrets of combat.
I'm ready for training.
Do you really think?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
That's just what I said.
Will I be accepted into the Magician's Guild now?
You did it. You have passed the test of fire. We were certain all along that you would succeed in doing this. Just as certain as we are that you will continue to give your best to become a worthy servant of Enos. So, if you are ready to swear the Oath of Fire, you shall be accepted into our ranks as a magician.
I am ready to step into the Circle of Fire.
Right. Then swear the sacred Oath of Fire. Do you swear before Lord Enos the Almighty, his servants and the Holy Flame, that henceforth and forever your very life shall be united with the fire, until your body and soul find rest in its sacred halls and the flame of your life dies away?
I swear.
By speaking the words of the oath, you have entered the pact with the fire. Wear this robe as a token of the eternal bond. Now that you have been accepted into our ranks, you can talk to Lord Hagen, the High Commander of the Paladins. We are also very interested to hear how he assesses the situation. So, you are free now to go to Khorinis. We expect you to bring us his answer immediately.
What can I learn now?
First of all, you are now entitled to learn about the circles of magic. They will give you the power to use the runes. The higher you rise through the 6 circles of magic, the stronger the spells become that you can work. You can learn the formulas from the brothers in the monastery. Each of them has specialized in a certain area which he will teach you. Karas, for example, is a master of invocation and summoning. And Hyglas will teach you the magic of fire. Nobody knows more about the powers of ice and thunder than Marduk. Parlin can teach you various other incantations, and he will initiate you into the first circles. But each of them will only teach you the formula. The runes you will have to create for yourself.
I'd like to express a wish.
After he has been accepted, each magician has the right to his first act. So, what will your first act as a magician be,
Let the novice Darian stay in the monastery.
So be it. The novice will be allowed to remain in the monastery, and he will fill the position of gardener, which is now vacant.
Some citizens of Khorinis have mysteriously disappeared.
Take your tribute to Gorax at the monastery at once. He will handle it further.
The same is true for the investigation of the unusual earthquakes in the northeastern regions of Khorinis. So far, I have not received notice that our intervention would be required. Therefore, we are not going to take any steps in this matter.
Yes, but...
No buts. We shall proceed as we see fit, and I hope even you are going to respect that.
Someone will have to pay for it.
Could have told you that.
You have sworn your oath, brother. Welcome to our ranks. I will instruct you in the circles of magic when you have enough experience. Take this runestone as a token that the power now lies in your hands.
That's just what I said.
I'm looking for the Eye of Innos.
I don't know who told you about that,
You don't have to ask
but
me
the
that.
divine artifact is not accessible to anyone.
Where is the Eye of Innos kept?
The fewer people know this
You already
secret,
know what I think.
the better it is protected. Seek for it,
That's all just
and you will
gossip.
not find it.
That's just what I said.
Tell me about the Eye of Innos.
All right.
Don't tell me
The
you didn't
Eye
know
of
that.
Innos contains a part of the divine power of Innos.
Better watch out who you tell
Only
that to.
one chosen servant of Innos
Innos
is permitted to
enlightens all
bear
those
the
who
amulet.
recognize his
It was created to protect us from the
Never
powers
feel
of
sorry
evil
for the
when the
poor
time
guy.
comes.
Someone will have to pay for it.
That's nothing new.
Teach me the first circle of magic.
Not what I
The
heard.
first circle of magic allows you to use the runes which you have created.
told you that
You can now
before.
learn the formulas of the spells to create your
Hardly
own
know who to
runes.
believe these
Each of us
days.
specializes in an area of magic.
Nothing's ever gonna change.
So consider
that.
well what sort of magic yours shall be.
Is it really true?
That'll only cause more trouble.
Teach me.
That's all just gossip.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I need a new place to sleep.
There's a free chamber on the right here. Take the key. You'll find everything you need there.
I need a few things.
That's just what I said.
Hey, you!
Hey! Thanks! You saved me! Oh. Forgive me, Master. I didn't mean to impose. I thank you for being allowed to stay in the monastery. My life will be different from now on.
I've got your documents.
Really? Oh, thanks. You've saved me. I don't know how to thank you.
Yeah, just calm down.
Are they really mine? Are you sure? Show me.
Here they are.
Yes, they're complete. Did you look at them?
Does that make a difference?
No, just as long as I have them back. Whew. Now I hope I can rest easy again.